Sup everybody, it's Perception. In this video, I'm going to talk about Percy a little bit because I found some interesting things about him that may be worth talk about. So, for example, his dash, I found some interesting thing about it, like it actually changes some properties about Percy. So, we're going to talk about it soon. I think everybody knows that Percy dashes make his hitbox smaller, but how small? I noticed that his hitbox gets very small, not just smaller, but very small. This allows Percy to go through tiny gaps like that, which is not useful, but you know it really shows how small your hitbox gets. I found another narrow area that you can go through by dashing, and it's this little gap in factory which you can go through, and for some reason you are able to go through the fence if you dash in a certain yeah, like this, you dash in a specific direction, and so yeah, it's not useful I guess, but I mean again it really shows how dumb his hitbox get when he dashes. So there's another interesting part in this factory where you can do it, and it's the opposite side of this machine. I also found this tiny gap in the hospital map, where you can also go through with the dash. It also seems like Percy hitbox, after dashing, is also vertically shortened. So you can go through, let's say, this little obstacle, where survivors can also go under, but hunters cannot. There is another property to take into account about Percy dash, and it is that there is a secondary hitbox to check for nearby survivor. So even if the hitbox is small and doesn't touch the survivor technically, there is a secondary hitbox that will check for a nearby survivor, and this hitbox is weird because it's actually bigger than the main hitbox. So if you go through, let's say a tiny gap and there's a survivor, the tiny hitbox will not be the main factor of the contact between you and the survivor. So it's the secondary hitbox that will act. So that's why you can see how I am hitting the lucky guy while he's technically not even being touched by the Percy. So here, I mean, you could argue that he's in the way, but he's like clearly not, because I am targeting the middle of the palette. Like here, you can clearly see that Percy is hitting the lucky guy. Yeah, so you can see that there's a clear widened hitbox, or just it's the original hitbox and it's the attack hitbox that doesn't collide. I mean, even if I don't know how it's remade, you can clearly see that it kind of works like that. So I'm gonna try again here. Thanks to the smaller hitbox, I could go through the tiniest gap possible to hit the survivor. And so yeah, that's practically how the dash kinda works. To end this video, let's finish it with a clip that showcases everything we have seen through this video. The clip that may make anyone wonder how the hitbox was made. But us, we have gone through everything we have to know about it, so it won't look as weird. Let's just watch it in silence.